Hello and welcome to Spectrum TV News at 4. I am Francis Oyima Edet, coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State. Let's take a look at the headlines. Appeal Court affirms Kaduna Governor's election stops supplementary poll. Federal government approves 50% subsidy on agriculture inputs amid food inflation. Plus, Palestinian Commission for Detainees says 24 women, 15 children expected to be released today. We'll bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. Many thanks for joining us. We begin the news this afternoon from the judiciary, where the appeal court sitting in Abuja has set aside the order by the tribunal which declared the governorship election in Kaduna State inconclusive. The court also affirmed the election of Uba Sani of the All Progressives Congress as the governor of the state. Sani had polled 730,001 votes to defeat his closest rival Isa Ashiru of the People's Democratic Party, who scored 719,196 votes. Displeased by the outcome of the election, Ashiru argued that Sani did not score the majority of the lawful votes in the election. Meanwhile, the Court of Appeal, Lagos Division, today affirmed the election of Francis Nwifuru as the duly elected governor of Ebonyi State in the March 18 governorship election. The three-member panel, presided over by Justice Jamai Sankey, in its unanimous decision dismissed the appeal filed by Chukwuma Udi of the People's Democratic Party. The panel also resolved all the 5 issues raised against the appellant and dismissed the appeal for lacking in merit. Justice Sankey, in her lead judgment, held that the PDP and its candidate lacked the legal right to meddle in the internal affairs of the All Progressives Congress as it relates to the nomination of candidates. In the meantime, the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has sacked the Speaker of the Bauchi State House of Assembly, Abubakar Suleiman. Suleiman was removed as the member representing Ningi Central constituency in Ningi local government area of the state. In the judgment it delivered today, the appeal court ordered a rerun in 10 polling units in the constituency. Away from that, the federal government has approved a 50% reduction in the cost of agricultural inputs for farmers, aligning with the commencement of dry season farming scheduled for November 25, 2023. The federal government disclosed these in a statement released by the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security today. The statement disclosed that the Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar Kyari, will lead the lunch ceremony in Jigawa State. It noted that the event will not only mark the commencement of dry season farming, but also involve the distribution of crucial resources such as seedlings, herbicides, pesticides, and more. Meanwhile, the federal government has kick-started the legal framework on cybercrime to combat the evolving challenges occasioned by the menace. A Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, Beatrice Jedi Agba, made this known at a legislative drafting retreat in Lagos. She noted that the increasing reliance on technology globally had made the shadow of cyber threats loom large. The Solicitor General, who spoke through the Director of Legal Drafting, Patrick Oyong, added that as a result of the trend, the Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Act of 2015 required scrutiny and strategic enhancement to effectively fight the challenges posed by cyber criminals. I move to the Red Chambers, where the Senate Committee on Women Affairs, SCOWAS, has called for national collaboration to eradicate violence against women and girls in Nigeria. The Senate Committee Chairman on Women Affairs, Iriti Kinkibe, made the call at the launch of the Orange Nigeria. Kinkibe said the project is committed to creating a society free from the scourge of gender-based violence, GBV, and is aimed at addressing the root causes of GBV through a collaborative effort emphasizing inclusivity, education, and community engagement. She added that the initiative seeks to empower individuals to stand against violence by fostering open conversations. We move now to Africa, where former Paralympic champion Oscar Pistorius is reportedly to be freed from jail on parole nearly 11 years after murdering his girlfriend, Rive Steenkamp. Reports say he shot Steenkamp multiple times through a bathroom door on Valentine's Day in 2013, later claiming he mistook her for a burglar. Recall that Pistorius, now 37, was sentenced by a South African court in 2016 to serve 13 years in prison. The parole board has set his release for January 5, 2024. Still in Africa, Niger's military ruler General Abdul Mamin Tiani has met with his counterparts in Mali and Burkina Faso in his first international visit since seizing power in July. According to a statement from Burkina's presidency, Tiani arrived in Burkina Faso for a friendship and working visit with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The statement added that the pair discussed issues common to both countries, in particular the fight against terrorism and socio-economic development. On the foreign scene, the head of the Palestinian Commission for Detainees and Former Prisoners Affairs, Quadra Fares, has said that 24 women and 15 children are expected to be released later today as part of the deal between Israel and Hamas. Fares said the identities of those who will be among the released is yet to be known. Still on the foreign scene, China's foreign ministry has said that China is trailing visa-free travel for citizens from France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, and Malaysia for a year. It said from December 2023 to November 30, 2024, ordinary passport holders from the countries can do business or travel to China without a visa for up to 15 days. The ministry's spokeswoman, Mao Ning, said the decision is to help promote China's high-quality development and opening up the country's economy. Still to come in the news, Arteta predicts what will happen to Everton after 10-point deduction. Do stay with us.
For brilliant broadcasts and entertainment, sports on the go, and news around the world, watch Spectrum TV on StarTimes DTH Channel 421 and free-to-air frequency 12733. Visit our website, spectrumtvlive.ng. Spectrum TV, broadening your horizon.
Nigerian police force, which is the only one allowed by grossly abused. Our governors have to share police powers with the president as stipulated by the constitution. We do not have a federal government police force. We have the Nigerian police force, which shall be administered, organized, and supervised by the Nigerian police.
No, my lord, I want to say something. I want to say something here. Perhaps it might also enlarge the scope of people who should be invited here for examination. My lord, if we cannot find those who literally murdered Abiola, who are those people who could be said to be the beneficiaries of the death of Abiola?
Rogers has linked you with some of the killings he did.
He never did.
He linked you with the attempted murder of Hebrew.
He did not.
My lord, the Matters Council is leading the evidence in our matters.
Is this an adversary proceeding?
It's not, my lord, but we can't be talking about cases which are in court,
Is
my lord.
this an adversary proceeding?
It's not, my lord. These cases are in court, my lord. I'm just reminding your lordship.
My lord, sorry, my lord, I think I'll be in cross-examination.
Legally Speaking, a program that deals with legal issues and questions we face as citizens of this amazing country, Nigeria. Legally Speaking. Join us every
Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
for Legally Speaking.
Many thanks for staying with us, and now to the concluding part of our news stories. On a business news, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has said it would end the importation of refined petroleum products by December 2024, as all the country's refineries would be operational by then. It also projected that the national oil firm would grow its revenue to 4.5 trillion naira at the end of 2023, adding that the rehabilitation of the Port Harcourt refining company under NNPCL's management would be completed by December this year. The Group Chief Officer of the NNPCL, Melakari, disclosed these when he led officials of the company to a meeting with the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, where the lawmaker called for the privatization of Nigeria's refineries.
What we are doing today is to start what the Port Harcourt and Warri refinery. First starting with the Port Harcourt refinery, we are very, very sure, and of course, force majeure bearing, and I do not anticipate this, our planning is excellent. We will start the Port Harcourt refinery in December. And definitely the Warri refinery in the first quarter, but we cannot say the same thing about Kaduna. Our plan is to start it by the end of 2024. And this perhaps will be complemented, or we will complement the expected startup of a number of small-scale refineries. Yes, we'll add value.
Air Transport Association IATA has disclosed that as of this September, $1.68 billion of airlines funds are locked across Africa out of a global total of $2.36 billion. The regional vice president for Africa and the Middle East, Kamil Alawadi, disclosed this during the African Airlines Association 55th Annual General Assembly in Uganda. He said that the impact of this financial entanglement is deemed devastating for connectivity and raises concerns about the sustainability of the aviation sector. Alawadi emphasized the association's efforts to deliver value to its members in navigating the challenging landscape. Reports say that Nigeria accounts for $783 million of airlines' blocked funds, with only about 10% cleared. Despite recent efforts, the airline said a significant portion of those funds remained inaccessible to them. In World Health Organization (WHO) and all 36 states' governors will sign a compact agreement to improve healthcare service delivery in the country. Abacha State Governor Bala Mohammed stated these while briefing newsmen at the end of the National Economic Council meeting in Abuja. Mohammed explained that the decision to sign an agreement with WHO was reached at the council after a presentation on Nigeria's health sector renewal program by the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate. According to him, the presentation looks at all the challenges in the health sector from financing, human capital, and a supervisory point of view.
Council that the WHO is coming in December 15th. All the governors will come and sign a compact agreement in terms of service compact, where we'll be able to reiterate our determination to approach the health sector in terms of budgeting, giving it the required impetus, the required attention that it deserves. Today, NEC, ably led by the Vice President, our chairman, received a presentation from the Coordinating Minister on Health and Social Welfare on Nigeria's health sector renewal program, which looked and dissected in terms of very robust sector scan on health.
Still held, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control NAFDAC has seized expired pharmaceutical products worth 15 million naira from a pharmacy in Jos Plateau State. This is as the agency also confiscated unregistered alcoholic beverages worth more than 30 million naira from shops in Jos and in the nearby Bukuru metropolis of the state. The director of the North Central Zone NAFDAC, Shaba Mohammed, who disclosed this, said the agency had earlier received